Hi, greetings of the day. Hope everyone is doing great. I was just wondering that we hear a lot of words like frustrated, violent, aggressive, and anger nowadays, and these are the basic reason for almost every crime we hear or see around us. For every domestic violence to public rallies or terrorist acts, it is clear that anger, aggression, and violence have a widespread impact on society. Although these terms anger, aggression, violence can be used interchangeably, today I don't want to talk about crime. Instead of that, I will talk about anger. Let's try to break it down and understand what kind of emotion anger is. But before that, just a disclaimer, I am putting it out there that I am no saint who does not go through any of these emotions, but just trying to understand why we do what we do. No extra point for guessing. Let me do the groundwork for you for understanding the psychology and reason behind it. Then maybe you can take it from there. If next time you get angry, it might help you to introspect in some way or the other. Let's jump right into it without wasting any more time. But before that, please go and click the like and subscribe button that you see. Frustration. Life is full of frustration. From the minor irritation of losing something to the major problem of continued failure towards a desired goal. Since many of these things we truly want require a degree of frustration, being able to manage frustration is required in order to allow us to remain happy and positive even in tiring situations. Frustration is not necessarily bad since it can be a useful indicator for the problem in a person's life, and as a result it can act as a motivator to change. However, it results in anger, irritability, stress, resentment, depression, or a spiral downward where we have a feeling of resignation or giving up. Frustration can be destructive. Anger. It is an emotion that motivates and energizes us to act. Anger can push people towards damaging behavior, such as in any major riots that you see, where public protesting turned violent. However, anger can also energizes people to make constructive changes. Many great reformers such as Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi channelized their anger to great social benefits. In Sri Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna said, "O Arjuna, there are three gates leading to the hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give these up, for they lead to the degradation of soul." There are three types of angers, which help shape how we react in a situation that makes us angry. These are passive aggression, open aggression, and assertive aggression. If you are angry, the best approach is assertive anger. Big words, but check out what each type really means. Passive aggression. Many don't like to admit that they are angry because they don't like confrontation. This is called passive aggression. This comes out in things like becoming silent when you are angry, sulking, procrastinating, and pretending everything is fine. Passive aggression comes from a need to be in control. Open aggression. On the other hand, many people have a tendency to lash out in anger and rage, becoming physically or verbally aggressive, and can oftentimes hurt themselves or others. This is called open aggression. This comes out in fighting, bullying, blackmailing, accusing, shouting, bickering, sarcasm, and criticism. Open aggression comes from a need to be in control. Sometimes the anger can take out a property or even on themselves, which might result in self-harm. Assertive anger. The healthy way to deal with anger is by being controlled and confident, talking and listening, and open to help in dealing with the situation. This assertive anger can help relationship to grow. It means thinking before you speak, being confident in how you say it, yet open and flexible to the other side. It means being patient, not raising your voice, communicating how you are feeling emotionally, and really trying to understand what others are feeling. When you deal with anger assertively, you demonstrate that you are mature and care about your relationship and yourself. Forgiveness is always important. If a person has apologized for making you angry, or if you realize that the situation isn't worth it, be open to forgive and willing to be forgiven and forgive yourself. This will help you to calm down and will help your relationship with others to flourish. Remember that you are important, your life counts, and you can make a difference in this world. If you ever need to talk about this or anything else, feel free to get in touch with your loved ones or someone you feel connected to. If you are still listening to this, so I would like to say that if this piece of content give you some insight or added any value in your life, then please share it with your friends and loved ones, and do comment down below what do you think about it. Until next time, signing off, The Wonders. Thank you.